The obsidian necromancers paused, sensing the shift in the air. Usually my motes were stable, calm, spare change, but I wasn't calm anymore. I was terrified, furious, and holding the soul equivalent of a live grenade. Back off, I screamed. I squeezed the motes until they cracked. Raw, unrefined spiritual energy flooded my system. It wasn't the clean transfer I'd given Cassian. This was wild. It felt like lightning was replacing my blood. My eyes flared violet. The leader laughed. You don't know how to wield that, little scavenger. You'll burn yourself out. Maybe, I gritted out. I looked down at Cassian. He was dying. I could see his soul flickering, trying to detach from his body. I dropped to my knees beside him, ignoring the approaching enemies. What are you doing? The woman shrieked. Seize her. I placed my glowing hands on Cassian's chest. I didn't try to fight them. I didn't try to blast them with light. I did what I did best. I tinkered. I recycled. I took the raw energy of the motes and I wove it. I pushed it into Cassian's broken ribs, into his failing heart. I wasn't raising the dead. I was jump-starting the living. Heal, I commanded. Stay. Violet light exploded outward, a shockwave that knocked the black hats off their feet. The tunnel shook. The light was blinding, warm, and smelled of ozone and home. Beneath my hands, Cassian gasped. His eyes flew open, blazing with my violet light mixed with his silver storm. His ribs knitted together with audible cracks. The color rushed back to his face. He sat up, surging with the power I'd force-fed him. But this time he didn't push me away. He grabbed my hand, anchoring himself to me. Together, he said, his voice resonating with power. He stood, pulling me up with him. We were a circuit now. My raw generation, his refined control. The black hats scrambled to their feet, casting bolts of dark fire. Cassian raised his free hand. A shield of violet crystal materialized, absorbing the attacks effortlessly. My turn, he whispered. He swept his hand forward. The shadows in the tunnel didn't attack us. They obeyed him. They rose up like a tidal wave, engulfed in the violet energy I was funneling into him. The wave crashed over the obsidian circle. They didn't stand a chance. The energy didn't kill them. It severed their connection to the void. They screamed as their dark magic was stripped away, leaving them powerless humans cowering in the mud. Cassian clenched his fist, and the shadows solidified into cages, trapping them. Silence returned to the tunnel. The glow faded from my skin. My knees gave out. Cassian caught me before I hit the ground. He scooped me up into his arms, holding me against his chest. I could hear his heartbeat, strong, steady, and alive. He breathed, looking down at me with awe. You used raw soul matter to knit flesh. That's impossible. It's theoretical high magic. It's junk magic, I mumbled, burying my face in his coat. I just fixed the lake. He chuckled, a warm sound that vibrated through me. He carried me out of the tunnel, stepping over the caged necromancers without a glance. 2 days later. My new apartment was significantly nicer than the old one, mostly because it was actually a guest suite in the Order's headquarters. I was sitting on a velvet sofa, examining a new slow cooker, high-end digital display, when the door opened. Cassian walked in. He wasn't wearing his armor-like coat. He was in a dress shirt, sleeves rolled up, revealing tattoos on his forearms I hadn't seen before. The council is in an uproar, he said, closing the door and locking it. They don't know what to do with you. Half want to study you, half want to knight you. Then the black hats. In custody, the obsidian circle is broken. He walked over to the sofa and sat down next to me, invading my personal space with the confidence of a man who knew he was welcome. And what do you want, Cassian? I asked, looking up at him. He reached out, tracing the line of my jaw with his thumb. The touch sent a shiver straight down my spine. I want to know, he said softly, if you have any more spare change. I might be able to make some, I teased, but the exchange rate has gone up. Name your price. I grabbed his tie, pulling him down until our lips were a breath apart. I think you know the price. He groaned low in his throat and crashed his mouth against mine. It was the same electric heat as the tunnel, but without the fear. He pushed me back against the cushions, his weight a heavy, welcome comfort. I'm going to teach you, he murmured against my neck, his hands roaming over my body, possessing and worshipping all at once. I'm going to teach you how to refine that power, and you. I'm going to teach you to loosen up, I panted as his hand slipped under my shirt, skin to skin, igniting sparks of magic and pleasure. Deal, he growled. The slow cooker on the table beeped, signaling a finished batch, but neither of us looked. We were too busy making magic of our own.